A chilly afternoon as we get set to tee it up here on EA Sports College Football. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Running inside, it's Fowler. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Second and long here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on second down. Out wide left, it's Graves. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the third and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
That's a really great play by the defender, and we obviously know the defense gave up a ton of points there last time. Now, the coaching staff told us, David, they wanted to be more aggressive this game, and here you go. The opening drive of the game, great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, swatting it away, and trying to send a message to the offense.
Well, and sometimes the defenders, they're trying to make plays. They're trying to catch it. A lot of times because of that, they misjudge the football. I like knocking it down, making sure the receiver doesn't catch it. They were challenged all week about a negative performance a week ago. Good to see them come out early with some energy and making some plays.
RPO complete to open the drive.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. On the ground with the counter. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Hits the hole. It's Fowler. runs through the tackle. And that defense just ran through that offensive front. He broke a couple of tackles, but nowhere to run.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Gain of 18. And that's good enough for a first down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Trying to move them on the counter. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Caught in the backfield, it's O'Neal. At the 35, he's open. Caught, and he's got room. Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll. It comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Turning it on. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Got his man on the right. At the 40, there he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Quick give. It's Diaz. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to 3rd and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on 3rd down.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Working the middle. It's complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Bunch formation for these receivers. Hand it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone. And I love when you can run the football as you get close to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. On the run, it's Fowler. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Looking for the edge. Breaks the tackle. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Snags it, and there's running room. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Rid of it on the RPO. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
And now the nightmare of every offensive coordinator, 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down and run. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The give to the right. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down. Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Left side is Fox. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Ready to try the point after.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fowler. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Handoff again. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. On the move, it's Fowler. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. He's going to run it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll try to do it himself. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And they get another first down. And this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs. And a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's O'Neal. There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down.
Ready. Red 18. Go, go.
On the option. Can't get him to the ground. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Number 8 with the carry.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Pulls it. The pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone, and that time, he just dropped it.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Into their happy place for a touchdown. The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. On the return. return, it's Harding. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The handoff. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking downfield very late in the half. He spins that thing down the middle.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying to establish the run. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Fresh center downs going to the air. Complete in the middle. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Cal taking on the number 23 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Golden Bears coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road.
He's got enough. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mountain West.
Wide receiver going in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Unleashes it. Finds his man open. He's loose. Inside the touchdown, Wolfpack. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. 3rd touchdown of the game. A 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking for room. It's Fowler. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's really the sign of a tight end that's elite. But when you start recruiting these guys, man, can you make the first guy miss? That's what makes a tight end go from really, really good to elite. And he does a great job breaking the tackle and then starts chewing up yards after the catch. That's exactly what you want from a great tight end. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Long way to go on second down. Motion from the back. Second down, going to throw it. Throwing right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Woof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Out wide right, it's Fowler. Makes a grab and room to run. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
Touchdown. Number 22 with the carry.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it out. It's Fox. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
That's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Quick handoff. Sees an alley. Breaks into the open. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the back. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Swats it away.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Fox.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
Just drives it between the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They want to run it left here. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Quarterback keeps it. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Right side, it's O'Neal. Turns it on in midfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Rashad Downs going up top. Caught behind the line. It's Fowler. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Hits inside. It's Fowler. Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extent.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
One of the things I like about this tight end is he's a target vertically down the field. That was a post route that time, and if you want to try to cover him with a linebacker, probably not going to be fast enough. You want to cover him with a safety, probably not going to be big enough. That's the matchup nightmare this guy can be, and his quarterback.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Smashes it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Going with the counter play here. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Left side, it's Torres. Turning it on! And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They want that clock to run. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Second down to the air. He wants to take the top off. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And
the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Out wide left, it's O'Neal. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Upstairs, he's got it. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. In the red area, it's Fowler. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying to get the corner. Keeps it on the option. Quick toss. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
Number 7 in the end zone.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hardy. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Give to the back. He's past the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play, 1st and 10 from their own 49. Still looking to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
2nd and long here. They'll run the counter. Runs through a tackle.
In a situation like this, it's all about confidence on offense, and having success early in the drive is paramount. And that's what you've seen. They've done a really good job here putting a few plays together. They've got some momentum. They've got to keep this thing up if they're going to go score.
Quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And it'll be downed right there. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll give it on the counter. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the 4th quarter. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for the edge. He'll toss it. There he goes. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And at this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
Out wide right, it's O'Leary. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Cuts it upfield. It's Fowler. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They'll try to get it in with the run. The final gut punch. Touchdown on the short run.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him. With that last play, now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Setting up the screen. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And we've already seen it with this offense, man. They do a good job. They're going to use him as a receiving threat. Let him match up on linebackers. He can win those matchups. He can make big plays. Now they just do it a different way. They call the screen. Let those linemen run upfield, get him the football in some space, and try to let him create a big play.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right side, it's Fox. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
It's 3rd down, and they need to get it in the end zone to stay in the game here in OT. Right at the line. And they stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down and short.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
The tension, the intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on 4th down in overtime. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much.